Welcome to my channel. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. At the WWE SummerSlam event that took place last weekend, Rhea Ripley was deceived by Dominik Mysterio. A challenge was made by the Eradicator for rivalry between the Women's World Championship and a Dirty D was ringside for the performance by Liv Morgan. Compare yourself to the former champion of North America, played a role in Morgan maintaining his championship, kissed the 30-year-old after the event had concluded. Similarly, Damian Priest was also the match. JD won the battle after being betrayed by the faction. This past Monday, McMahon competed in a singles competition. The updated version of the Judgment will be released. After the Archer of Infamies had jumped, they jumped during the match, but Rhea Ripley was able to save it. The following is a list of 5 things. The Rhea Ripley, a must-do for WWE Raw during the 5th week of the Rhea. It is imperative that Ripley confront Dominik Mysterio on WWE Raw. Dominik Mysterio is currently one of the most reviled male employees in the organization. Following his treachery against Rhea Ripley at WWE, wrestling veteran Kenny Bolin, who competed at SummerSlam, presented the possibility that the 27-year-old could, "Never again are you going to be a babyface after this." The actions he took throughout the high-end live event, it is necessary for Rhea Ripley to confront a member of the Judgment Day team on this week's episode of WWE Raw in order to obtain some answers that the plot has the potential to develop into. More intriguing if the followers are aware of the reason why Mysterio made the decision to go without Ripley. Favoring the winner of the Women's World Championship, a quartet eradicator is required to inquire of Adam Pearce. Adam Pearce will serve as the referee for the rematch. Chief Executive Officer of WWE Raw and possesses the authority to request a rematch with the RPL regarding the World of Women, previously known as the Judgment Day Championship. Member has every plausible reason to desire the match was rematched since Morgan won it by the act of smacking her with an oblivion on top of a stone, as Mysterio diverted the attention of the steel chair. Referee Ripley might approach Adam at this point. Tomorrow night's event will feature Pearce. The women's world should be given another opportunity. Championship Pearce has the ability to secure the match. In Berlin on the 31st of August for a party or more, Ripley should be informed that she is going to have, in order to acquire it by accumulating victories on Raw 3 would be able to be the past champion. Take advantage of the deal made by JUSO. JUSO has achieved success. Aware of the fact that he has an interest in Rhea, more lately, Ripley, and offered to take her with them. At Waffle House, he made the observation that she earned a higher status than I am Dominik Mysterio, that they might take things at a leisurely pace together. It's possible that Ripley is prepared to move on. Subsequent to the betrayal committed by her former partner who is stable and may accept featured event, the offer that Jay will make tomorrow on Raw this could, due to the fact that Mysterio became envious, resulting in complications for his narrative. There is a relationship between Ripley and Liv Morgan, is likely to result in problems within the new. On the Day of Judgment, Liv Morgan made pledges to everything that Rhea Ripley has accomplished and has been, to this point, pretty successful. Ripley was compelled to do so, to give up all control of the women's world as a result of an injury earlier this year, championship year, and Morgan is now the reigning champion. Moreover, champion Morgan has taken Mysterio with him, Ripley, and she ruined her faction in the process. Riley is able to start exacting his vengeance on Morgan by initiating the process of creating stress within the. She presents a new version of the Judgment Day, had the potential to propagate rumors about the group, loathing each other in private and watching each other, them collapse in the absence of a genuine leader. One, Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley are required to raise the number of WWE stars in order to confront them. It is the day of judgment on Raw. Rhea Ripley, the previous week's Damian Priest, stood tall and proud. The Archer of Infamy's edition of WWE Raw was released. Emerged victorious in a singles match against J.D. McDonough. Matt, however, the date of the judgment assaulted after. Despite the fact that the heel faction withdrew, the Belle Ripley rushed the ring. The Terror Twins, Priest and Ripley, are a powerful duo. To join, however, they will require further stars. Them to have a chance while competing against the new, a rendition of the Ripley and the Judgment Day. It is possible for priests to make peace with those that, having in the past been unjust to them while they were as a member of the group, and obtain additional, those who are willing to join them in an endeavor to eliminate the nefarious group that is on Raw. Rhea, the nightmare that is Ripley, is standing at a pivotal moment in her WWE career, which followed a number of recent turbulent occurrences in the judgment. There is a need for Ripley to take decisive actions. She should firmly establish herself as one of the most. This week on WWE Raw, she was one of the dominant forces. Needs to carry out a number of tactics and strategies, actions that will not only elevate her, but also not only shake the foundation of status, but not only. The red brand includes the following 5 things. The Rhea. On WWE Raw, Ripley is required to perform this week. A huge title opportunity should be demanded out of indicating Adam Pearce. The Rhea Ripley has been absolutely dominating the WWE in recent years, as well as the time has come for her to make her achievement of preeminence at the highest possible level. Relocating this week need to be a significant request. Adam Pearce, an official from WWE, received a shot. Women's Raw materials. Title of champion Ripley has been a driving force into be taken seriously, but a title fight would be expected. Place her in the limelight where she can shine. To which the request should not be considered. Who is modest is necessary for Ripley to make it so. That she is the most worthy candidate in the competition. At any moment, she might surge into Pearce's office, requiring a one-on-one confrontation with the opponents. Alone, her presence alone is the current champion, is sufficient to prompt Pearce to take into consideration. Ripley is required to leave no response to the request. That this match is not a good one, unavoidable. A stern attitude that is devoid of nonsense, with the support of the possibility of her releasing. If her demand is not satisfied, there will be chaos on Raw. Would send a message that would not just be puncturing. That being said, to the whole WWE roster, 2. Dominik Mysterio should be confronted about recent gossip about betrayal. An asterisk. There is an asterisk. Have been whispers heard behind the scenes that a possible betrayal of Rhea Ripley is something that Dominik Mysterio, the younger version of Mysterio who has been under Ripley's control, is considering. For a period of months, could be experiencing, overlooked, and maybe secretly planning to. This week, she should step out of her shadow. It is Ripley. Must have a direct confrontation with Dominik, but the confrontation shouldn't merely be a passionate argument. There was a disagreement in the middle of the ring. Must be a high-stakes showdown that is open to the public. It is possible for Ripley to call Dominik out in the demand an explanation for his behavior in the ring, latest behavior, and the stories that are circulating. It is necessary for her to remind him of around all of the things that she has done for him. What is the dilemma of allegiance? The conflict between, with the WWE, they ought to be able to be felt. Every phrase is a matter of the universe hanging on it. The pressure causes Dominik to give in, or aggressively confronts her at this very time, may determine the nature of their future alliance, or enmity. 3 should find a new ally to work with. Improve her standing in the firm. And asterisk. Given the possibility of a fract with the asterisk, I am Dominik Mysterio. Rhea Ripley ought to take a few in order to acquire new allies in order to keep her authority within the context of the Judgment Day and on. At all times, Raw Ripley has been successful in the disorder in the dynamics of the group, but now it is time to engage someone who is capable of serving in the role of an enforcer or even as a wild card. When things get difficult, who can keep an eye on her? It was a terrible week on Raw, and Ripley could have. You should talk to a rising celebrity who has been neglected, but carrying unrealized potential. The potential that this new ally ought to be. A person who can provide Ripley with a supplement, while simultaneously offering a style that is aggressive, a new and exciting dynamic for the Day of Judgment. A recruitment process shouldn't be uncomplicated cooperative alliance. Ripley is able to put the prospective employee through a series of tests by fidelity or power, making certain that they are fully deserving of an honorable position by her side. Taking this action would not only strengthen the power of Ripley, but the addition of an fascinating new addition to the lineup of Raw performers. 4 issues, a public declaration of caution to the Raw. The roster with an asterisk. There, the Rhea Ripley takes pleasure in intimidating others, and this week, it is necessary for her to bring to memory the complete Raw. The list of reasons why she is the worst nightmare following, earning her a crack at the championship from Adam Pearce, engaging in conflicts with Dominik Mysterio. It would be beneficial for Ripley to acquire a new ally. A public warning should be issued to the ring in order to anybody had the audacity to stand in her way right now. Ripley needs to be quite intense in this segment. Establishing the guiding principles for what is to come. It is possible for her to emphasize her recent dominance. Mentioning certain wrestlers who she is referring to has shown her disrespect or has constituted a threat to her. A danger, the warning ought to be understandable. Anyone who makes an effort to challenge her will be met with resistance. Be met with complete and full devastation and destruction. This is not only about things. Muscle flexing on her part.